So here we are. This is the birth preparation plan today. So we're going to be talking about hospitals and different, what's going to happen when you get to hospital, what can you expect, and so on. So the agenda, just briefly, we're going to say what is a birth plan and why it is important to have it. Arriving at the hospital, what can happen there. We're going to get a little bit into what's the 3 stages of childbirth, and about the recuperation period as well. We're going to talk about the assisted delivery and the hospital registration form. So basically, this is the points that are covered in the Spanish official birth plan from the government. Okay, so I've got this plan, which I'll send it to you later. And in this plan, these are all of the things that are covered. When you've chosen your hospital, you can find the birth plan that is on their website, or you can ask the midwives there. So they'll give you the birth plan and you can fill up your own one. But I like to go through this one because this is the official one. So you will see it talks about everything. So it gives us a bit of a structure to talk about the different things today. Okay, so I'm going to quickly introduce myself for the ones that don't know me. So I'm originally from Barcelona, but I lived in London for about 17 years. And that's where I had my 2 kids, Pep and Xavi. They're now 4 and 6. They're a lot more smaller in this picture. So I had a doula at birth there in London, because being an expat in a different country like you guys, it's quite hard when you go into labor, because you feel quite vulnerable. It's a different culture, different language. So I felt like it was so good having someone that would help me to understand what is going on in every single stage of the whole process. So it was so amazing the experience that I decided to train as a doula in 2018. And I additionally train as a lactation educator to help with the breastfeeding and positioning. I specialize as a sleep coach, so I've helped families with the baby's sleep, which you're gonna find out. See if your baby's good at sleeping or not, because it's very challenging, especially after labor and the first few years of little ones. So I've done mindfulness training for many years now, about 15 years. I've been practicing mindfulness and meditation, and I've done a year of gestalt therapy. And I like to support families like you that are going through such an amazing, beautiful change in your life for the first time once, or if you already have other kids. And it's just a beautiful journey. It's a lot of unknown. And in our society, we are so predictable with everything now that when we get into the atmosphere of the unknown, it's quite nerving for some people. So that's why I think getting a bit prepared of what can happen, it helps you with calming down and prepare your body for the journey. So that's enough about me. I'm going to stop sharing now, and I would like every one of you, if you'd like to introduce yourself, you could say what's your name, where you're from, how many weeks pregnant you are. We're going to do today baby and birth day 2. So we're going to be talking about the body physiology during labor. We've talked about that a little bit before, but today we're going to go into depth. What is the fear that we hold? What's the natural process of childbirth? And what are the 3 stages that we go into when we go into labor? And then we're going to be talking about some relaxation techniques like hypnobirthing, mindful birth, exercises, and breathing. And we're going to do also an NLP relaxation as well. So lots to come. So let's get started. So we're going to be talking about the role of the companion. Why is it so important to have someone next to you at childbirth? Who could be your companion? the atmosphere that we're going to be looking into when you go into labor. And then we talk a bit about the massage, what techniques there are, oils that you can be using as well, and the positions during labor. Okay. So let's get started. Today is day 4, and we're going to be talking about more about baby than us, which is quite a fun session, I find. So we're going to be talking about the hospital bag, because some of you need to have it ready already, or some of you might be thinking about doing it. So what do we need to put for you and for your baby? Then we're going to be talking about feeding baby, basically what is the feeding cues, breastfeeding basics, something that if you remember it when your baby's born, because you might forget a lot of it, but just maybe you pick up some things that might be helpful later. And then we're going to be talking about the baby sleep. What is a temperament baby? Every baby of yours is going to be different temperament, and we're going to be talking about the basic of sleep. And then lately, just a bit of baby general care, because you are all first time parents, yeah? Yes.